Cramps suck. Luckily, we have belly dance to help relieve us of the pain and discomfort that come along with them. We have 6 moves in this video. We're going to learn each of the moves and then practice it for 30 seconds. You may find that one move feels better than another move, or one direction feels better than the other direction. Whichever move or direction feels better for your body, stick with that one, practice that one to bring you some relief from the pain and the discomfort. I hope these moves help. Let's start off with our pelvic tuck and release. We are going to stand with our feet hip width apart. Our knees are nice and soft. Take your tailbone and pull it towards the ground to make your hips parallel to the floor. Lift up through your rib cage, roll your shoulders back and down, and your chin is parallel to the floor. So we are going to engage our lower abs here, squeeze them up to tilt our pelvis back, and then release them back to neutral. So squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Remember to keep your knees nice and soft. Engage and then let it go. Engage and then let it go. Good. We'll do this for about 30 seconds. And down. Remember to keep your knees nice and soft. Shoulders roll down. Feel it work. Feel your abs bring everything up and then back to neutral. Tuck and release. Tuck, release, tuck, release. We have about 5 seconds. Good. Last one right here. Moving on to our up and down hips. We are going to lift our right hip up and then our left hip up. So your hips, you want to make sure that they're coming straight up into like your rib cage. So not out to the side, but straight up, 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 up. So feel them come up, feel them come up. Squeeze your oblique to pull them up, to give that little bit of help for you to get them up. And then when you come down, feel them reach towards the ground. So my knee is bent. This knee, the hip that goes to the ground, the knee bends and extends to the ground as this hip engages the oblique. So it's a nice opposition move. So up and down, up and down. So we'll do this one. We got 30 seconds on this one. And your hands, you can keep them anywhere. If you want to keep them by your sides, that's great. Remember to breathe. So feel your hip come up into your armpit and then go down into the ground. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Just a few more seconds on this one. Good. Good. We can take those 2 moves and turn them into an ummy. So we start with our pelvic tuck. We tuck our hips, we lift up on the side, keep that tuck, then release it back to neutral, and then lift it up on the other side. So tuck, up, neutral, up, tuck, up, neutral, up, tuck, up, neutral, up, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's smooth it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Engage up, neutral up. Good. Take it around. All right, we've got our 30 seconds going. Good. It's like on the inside, it feels like just a nice rotation, just a nice, smooth massage going on. Good. And it's inside your body line. So this is a very small move right inside of your body line. Good. Relax. Let's take it the other way. So tuck, up, neutral, up. Tuck, up, neutral, up. One more time slow, neutral, up. Smooth it out. Good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hitting all 4 points. We're tucking, we're lifting, we're going back to neutral, and we're lifting on the other side. And again, it's nice and small, teeny tiny. Good, and I think that's about our 30 seconds. Kind of lost count, so we'll stop. Next, we have a Maya. So our Maya. we take our hips, knees are nice and soft, shoulders roll back and down. I'm going to push my hips to the side. I'm going to bend this knee. The side that we pushed our hips to, you bend that knee, and now that hip is lower than the other hip. And I'm going to push my hips through my midline and over to the other side. So through, and then I do the same thing on the other side. So this hip is up, this hip is down. I'm going to bend this knee, send that hip to the ground, bring it in, and push it out to the other side. So we take it out, down, in, 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 out, down, in. Let's smooth it out for our 30 seconds. Here we go. Out, down, in, out, down, in. Good. So the feeling, the motion, is you're feeling it go towards the ground. Feel your energy sink deep into the earth. Good. Roll it. Roll it as far over as you can go. If you're only going half an inch, that's great. Work on it. The more you work on it, the more flexibility, the more range of motion you'll get in your body, and the bigger you can take it. Good. So let's reverse it. So reverse Maya. We push our hips out to the side. We straighten that knee, engage our oblique, and push our hips through. So now this hip is up, this hip is down. I push my hips to the other side. I lift it up, and I bring it through. So we take it out, up, in, 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 out, up, in. We'll smooth it out and we'll start our 30 seconds. Here we go. Out, up, in. Good. So now reversing it, I feel my energy coming up. It feels a little bit lighter, a little bit more flowy. You may feel that one way is easier than the other, and that's okay. You just gotta feel them out. You may like one more than the other. That's perfectly fine. One of them may be more effective than the other. Good, and there we go. That was our 30 seconds. Figure 8. So with this one, we take our hips. Our knees are nice and soft again. Make sure your tailbone is pulled towards the ground. I'm going to take my hip, twist it to the back. I'm going to circle, scoop it out to the side to bring it to the front. Right now my weight is on my heel. Mostly, I can feel it mostly on my heel on this side. I scoop it around, and now the weight transfers mostly to my toe, and my hip is in front. I'm going to slide my hip, the weight from my front toe to my back heel on the opposite side. So I slide it through, and then I carve it out on the other side. Carve it out, weights in the front, slide it to the back, carve it out, slide it to the back. Around, slide, around, slide, around, slide, around, slide. There we go. All right, we'll start our 30 seconds. Here we go, around and slide, around and slide. Good. Feel it work, feel it move. Remember to keep your knees nice and soft. Let them flow with the movement, with your hip movement. Shoulders roll back and down. Feel the weight transfer from the back to the front, from the back to the front. One more each side, from the back to the front. So let's reverse it. We'll start with our hip in front. Weights on my toe in the front. I pull it to the back, slide it forward, and then pull that hip to the back. Slide, so it's like I'm making an X. Slide it forward, weights in the front, pull it to the back, slide it forward, pull it to the back, slide it forward to the diagonal, pull it to the back, slide, pull it back, slide, pull it back, slide, pull it back, slide, pull it back. We'll start our 30 seconds with this one, practicing this one. Feeling how this feels in our body. Good. So you want to try and keep your upper body as still as possible. Your shoulders facing forward as much as possible. Just let your hips do the work on this one. Good. So forward, weights in the front, pull it to the back, slide it, pull it back, slide it, pull it back, slide it, pull it back. Just a few more seconds. Slide it, pull it back, slide it, pull it back, slide it, pull it back, slide it, pull it back. One more, each side. Good. Our last move, a pelvic roll. So this one's a little involved. May take a little bit more time to practice this one, to learn this one than the others, and that's okay. It's all right. This is the one that I personally get the most relief from. So take your time with it, feel it out. We're going to take our pelvis, the middle part of our pelvis, and push it forward. So we're here, our hips are, our tailbones pulled towards the ground, our hips are parallel to the floor, knees are nice and soft. I take my pelvis, push it forward. I drop it down, so it's the opposite of our tuck. I'm going to release it to the ground, bring it back in, and lift up. So push them forward, tuck it, pull it down, bring it in, back to neutral. Forward, down, in, neutral. Forward, down, in, neutral. Forward, down, in, neutral. Push them forward, pull them down, in, neutral. So let's take, this is our last one slow. Good, let's smooth it out. So forward, down, in, neutral. So you're making a circle, in and neutral. Forward, down, in, neutral. Forward, down, in, neutral. I like to say that your hips are a vessel. They're carrying water. And you're taking the water and you're pouring it from one vessel to the other. So you're here, you've got your water, tip it out, pour it out. Then you get more water, pour it out. Good. Feel the movement come from your hips. We've got a few more seconds. Good. And let's reverse it. So we take our hips, we push them forward, tuck, pull them in, release it to neutral. Forward, tuck, in, and neutral. Forward, tuck, in, and neutral. Forward, tuck, in, and neutral. Let's smooth it out. Forward, tuck, in, neutral. Forward, tuck, in, and neutral. Forward, tuck, in, neutral. Good. It's a small little circle, so if you're only moving, again, teeny tiny, that's perfect. You'll still feel the benefit that it has on the massage. The massage is going to give you is going to feel wonderful. At least it does for me. Good. A few more seconds with this one. And release it. There you go. 6 moves for when your cramps are cray-cray and you need some relief. I hope they help. Thank you.